raised his hand and said, "Please don't shoot me. I have a wife and 2 kids, 2 little girls." After that, the shot was fired.
Once again, patriots, another innocent life taken because of liberal Democrat policies. Did you hear that poor man describing what he had to see his fellow co-worker get murdered at work, execution style? And why? Again, because of Democrat liberal policies. We're going to get into this. Here we go. Hey there, patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one. The video that I'm dropping tonight, it's going to be three stories. One in Houston, one in Michigan, and one in Chicago. Of failed Democrat liberal policies that have cost people their lives and have disrupted and basically put other people's lives in danger. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this video. Excuse me. Before I forget, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Hit the thumbs up and the hype button. It helps with the algorithm. Let's get into this first video. This one's really gonna piss you guys off for what this guy did to an innocent man working at his job, and they're trying to paint that as the reason why he murdered someone. It was because of a misunderstanding. No, it wasn't. Okay, it wasn't. It was because the guy that did it is just a vicious, vile killer, that should have never been let into this country. Check this out.
First this evening, a Houston mechanic shot to death execution style over a repair bill.
Yeah, earlier today, one of the men charged with his murder pleaded guilty. And just moments ago, we learned a judge sentenced him to 40 years in prison. Anieli Ruiz has covered this story for many years. She joins us with the latest. Anieli?
Well, that's right. This family has been waiting for their time in court for nearly 4 years. And they're telling me they're very happy with the judges today, with what the judge issued him. 40 years, the maximum that he could get. Now, take a look. This is the suspect, 23, or I'm sorry.
Now, pay attention, people. This kid right here is going to piss you off. This kid has no remorse whatsoever. The way he smirks, the way he laughs in the courtroom, nothing but a total POS. Okay, nothing but a total piece of shit, this dude. And I know what you guys just heard about this story being 4 years old, that just coming up with the verdict. The reason why I'm playing it is because this dude was let under the Biden administration into the country illegally. Okay, and then after he committed the murder, he fled to Mexico and then came back. It's insane.
This is Raudel Orozco, who's now being charged, who is now officially charged with the murder of Luis Casillas, who was killed one day before Christmas Eve in 2022. And according to witnesses who took the stand today, they said he was shot in the head over a repair job. Investigators today said the suspects, after the shooting, they all fled to Mexico. They later came back, and investigators say they haven't found the weapon or the vehicle that was used. But one of the most emotional parts of the testimony today was when witnesses described how Luis begged for his life, and the suspect remained stoic during the entire testimony.
Luis raised his hand and said, "Please don't shoot me. I have a wife and 2 kids, 2 little girls." After that, the shot was fired.
Unbelievable.
Now, the defense attorney, he was claiming Raudel went to the mechanic shop because he thought the mechanic had stolen his truck. And that claim also, he claims that's why the shooting happened, claiming...
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The defense, as if it justifies anybody getting murdered execution style because you thought they stole your truck. Okay? And then to go brazenly inside of a business in front of other people and commit a crime. I tell you, some of these defense attorneys as of late, and as of late of the past 4 years, they have been coming up with the most ridiculous reasons why crimes are being committed by by criminals, by people that are coming from other countries that are criminals, by rapists and murderers, whatever the case is. And one of the biggest things is mental health issues, or the person has PTSD, or whatever the case is. And it's getting old. It's getting old. People like this, I understand that you're supposed to have someone represent you. I get it. Okay? But I mean, you know, these lawyers that defend these criminals, it's like you cannot come up with something better. You have to come up with something that's going to put more salt into the wound. That's going to make people like, if you're condescending people, okay, like you're mocking them when you come up with such poor excuses. Even if the guy's truck was stolen, okay, it didn't give him the right to walk into a business, make a guy get on his knees and beg for his life, and put a bullet in his head. Okay, and especially without even, in this situation, he didn't even have proof, number one. Number two, the truck wasn't even stolen. But this is the defense alibi, or whatever you want to call it, that his attorney is going to try to throw at people. And then the kid just sits there smirking and laughing as if, you know what, he did what he did. But here's the situation. If he so freely came into the country, did what he did, fled to Mexico, how in the hell did he come back in? Because of failed Democrat liberal policies. And to all you people out there that love to go out there and protest, okay, for the black and brown people, the people that are underserved, okay, the people that are marginalized, where is the protest for this poor man who was murdered? What did they say, Christmas Eve? Who left a wife and children behind? Where's his protest? Or it doesn't fit your narrative because it's a Hispanic against another Hispanic. Or it doesn't fit your profile or fit your agenda, okay, when it's black on black. Only when it's white on everybody else. And yes, people, I'm going to go there with this because this is true. These are hard facts. This Spanish dude killed another Spanish dude in broad daylight, in front of people, execution style, and no protest. Unreal.
It was an accident, also claiming that Raudel was...
Sorry, let me go back a little bit.
He claims that's why the shooting happened, claiming it was an accident, also claiming that Raudel was remorseful. But again, the judge in the...
An accident. How in the hell is it an accident? You pull a gun out, stick it to somebody's head. He's begging you for his life, and you pull the trigger and kill him. Where was the accident? You know, it's not like he got into a fight with the guy, okay? A physical fight with the guy, and the guy felt the gun on him and pulled the gun, and then he tried to wrestle for the gun, and it went off. Then you could say, you know what? That was an accident. No, he's going to go there and say, no, it was an accident. What was the accident? When you pulled the gun out? When you pulled the trigger? When you decided to go there with a loaded gun? What part of that was an accident?
And she said she did not see that remorse. And while he was actually being escorted out of the courtroom after the impact statement, he yelled back at the family saying in Spanish that one day he would get out, making it seem a little like a threat. But the family just telling me today they're relieved and glad that he is behind bars and grateful that they were able to get justice for their loved one. One more suspect is in custody and is expected to go to trial soon. Guys, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Unbelievable. Saying that he's remorseful, but yet he turns back and tells the family of the victim one day he'll be out. Don't know exactly what that means. Don't know if he's going to look for revenge or he's trying to mock them, saying that someday he's going to be free, like he'll do his time. You know what I say, in my opinion? I say President Trump needs to call up El Salvador, call up his boy Bukele and be like, yo, you got room for one more in CCOT? and just slingshot his ass right to El Salvador, stick him right in C-Cop for the rest of his miserable life. Unbelievable. Once again, because of Biden's border policies, because of the policies in Houston with the Democrats and the liberals, this dude, an illegal immigrant, took the life of another man. More bloodshed, people. More bloodshed. Unreal. Let's get to the next video clip. Here we go. Okay, this story right here comes out of Michigan. Okay, when I came across this story, it really pissed me off because of the way things were handled. And you know, I am so sick and tired of the way people on the left are always saying that minorities, black and brown people, whatever the case is, okay, that they're vilified the most. Okay, this story right here, a teen was killed by another teen. Okay, and he was supposed to serve some hard time, but in Michigan, okay, being that they're like, you know, the one of the bluest sanctuary states that there is, and they have nothing but incompetent politicians running it, no, that's not going to be the case. Okay, one kid is dead, the other kid gets set free instead of being put in prison for at least 25 years. And people in Michigan are making it seem like, you know what, he did his time. In my opinion, he didn't do enough time. Check this out.
Justice system in Michigan as far as dealing with juveniles is broken.
And a new development tonight, the family of Jack Snyder, the Battle Creek teenager murdered in 2023, is reacting after hearing one of the teens involved in his death is being released early from custody. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on News Channel 3 Live at 6. I'm Jessica Hardhorn. Snyder had offered to give two teens a ride home on a cold night when police say they tried to steal his car and he was shot and killed. 16-year-old DeWand Estes, who was 14 at the time, was just released from the juvenile home that he was ordered to stay at. News Channel 3's Autumn Pitcher joining us live in the studio tonight. Autumn, you were at today's hearing and spoke with both Estes' mom and the Snyder family as well.
Yes, that's right, Jessica. I did. Labrisha Banks is glad that her son is returning home and says he's worked hard to change. But the Snyder family says he was released too soon and that justice was not served today.
It's been more than 3 years since 17-year-old Jack Snyder, a Battle Creek Central High School senior, was killed on Battle Creek Avenue. And now DeWand Estes, one of two teens involved in his murder, has been released from custody early. I spoke with Estes' mom after Thursday's hearing.
I feel great and blessed.
Labrisha Banks says her son was not responsible for Snyder's murder.
So you think that he was involved in the carjacking, but not the murder?
Wrong place, wrong time, with the wrong.
Okay, look. When I came across this news clip and I heard this woman come out and say that her son was at the wrong place at the wrong time, that's the part that pissed me off. Okay? Your son is hanging out with another teen. They both are given the opportunity to not walk in the snow, are being picked up by someone who's trying to do something good. Okay? And in the middle of that, even before you get to your destination, between the two of you, whoever hatched the plan wind up killing that person that was trying to do something nice for someone. How in the hell is that being at the wrong place at the wrong time?
Person, I do want to say I'm sorry for the victim's family. Me and my son both had said we apologize and wish things could have been different.
Estes
Apologize. You know, this I tell you, some people do not get the concept of reality. I mean, either this woman does not know how to use her words, or she's really not sympathetic, because you can't sit there and come out and say, well, me and my son, we apologize, as if he stole a bike. You know what I'm saying? He was down with somebody else that took someone's life, took a young person's life. And now she's happy he's coming home after only doing, what, 2 years? How many other times do we hear in the news when somebody is an accomplice, they get 10, 15, 25 years, whatever the case is, just for being, like she says, in the area of being at the wrong place at the wrong time. In other words, being around the wrong person, being in the wrong crowd, being part of a crime that's being committed. And yet, for some odd reason, in Michigan, whoever's in charge of keeping this dude behind bars saw it fit that, you know what, he was arrested when he was 14, but he's been doing good for the past 2 years. We're going to release him. Unbelievable.
Was sentenced last January after pleading guilty to the carjacking, and he was required to stay in a juvenile home until he turned 18. But because the now 16-year-old has completed high school and his required treatment program, Calhoun County Prosecutor Jim Jordan said he's able to be let out early.
Our understanding was it would be at least until he was 18 and most likely longer than that. And for him to get out at, 16 now? To get out at 16 years after only 3 years, I think it's just a disgrace.
Snyder's uncle, Christopher Jordan.
Because he completed high school. I tell you people, the justice system on all levels in these blue states, run by these blue politicians, their policies, they have lost their damn minds. What kind of a precedent does this put out to come out and say, well, you know what, you was a co-conspirator in a murder, but if you get your GED in prison, that's basically gonna wipe away the whole thing, and we're gonna let you out. I mean, what kind of a message does that send? That's why there's so many young people out there this day and age, out there just jumping people, murdering people. I mean, just causing havoc. I mean, I'm gonna put out another video. We're in Memorial Day weekend. Just in Chicago alone, the chaos has exploded. Okay? How many of these stories are we hearing? With the teen takeovers going crazy, with kids in school, I mean, basically murdering each other, and it goes on and on and on. And now this kid, with his co-defendant, wind up murdering a kid that was just trying to do a good deed, and they kill him, and because he finished high school in his group home, they're gonna let him go. And his mom is happy. And the poor dead kid's parents, they got to sit there and eat it because of what? Failed Democrat liberal policies. That's why.
Jordan says even though Estes wasn't the one that shot Jack, he's still responsible for what happened to him. And while the Snyder family feels Estes hasn't served enough time, Banks claims he's turned his life around and deserves a second chance.
He have changed, totally changed. He's gonna do what's right.
The Snyders don't believe it and say their justice system has failed them.
You're putting that same person back out on the streets. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's safe.
Estes was put on intensive probation, which is for people considered to be high risk. He will have to wear a GPS tether, complete community service work, and cannot have any contact with the Snyder family. There will also be a hearing to review his progress in a month. As for Chimner, the teen who admitted to shooting Snyder, he pleaded guilty in March of last year and was sentenced to 35 to 60 years in prison. Live in
Unbelievable. Totally unbelievable. Let me tell you something, people. Another reason why this pisses me off, and we're going to have to reverse the roles on this. Anybody on my channel that knows me, I say it all the time. You already know I'd have to keep repeating it. Okay? But had the roles been reversed on this, okay, had it been the other way around where the black teen got killed, there'd be protests out there by politicians, by people out on the street. They'd be wanting damn near the death penalty for those two. Okay, but this guy's gonna get his just desserts, rightly so. He's gonna be in prison for a very long time. But the other kid did good. He finished high school. He changed his life around in 2 years. They're letting him out. What, this guy didn't get, he didn't finish high school or something like that, in prison or whatever the case is? And I know what people are going to say. Well, he's the one that pulled the trigger. True. But he had an accomplice. Okay? What I couldn't find on this information, on this news, the information I couldn't find was why did they kill that kid? And me looking and looking and looking, I'm trying to understand. I'm like, okay, they're saying what happened. They're saying how it went down. The kids got picked up. But they didn't say what happened in the car, why they killed him. They didn't say if this kid with the gun threatened the black kid and said, I'm going to kill this dude, but if you say something, I'm going to kill you too. Nothing to that effect. Nothing to maybe they try to rob him. Nothing. Maybe nothing to the effect that maybe they both went out that day just looking to hurt somebody. So it makes you wonder, like, you know, how are you going to say this kid changed his life in 2 years, but yet you got to keep an ankle monitor on him? He's high risk. He's going to be under extensive probation, but not one iota of what happened that night. What caused this dude to pull out a gun and shoot the other kid, the other innocent kid, and kill him? It's insane, people. It's insane. And if you ask me, once again, Democrat liberal policies. Okay? One kid stays in prison, one kid gets to go home and the family's happy, the other kid gets buried and that family is destroyed. Unreal. Let's get to the final clip. Here we go. Now this story comes out of Chicago. Okay? Mayor Brandon Johnson's beautiful city, beautiful state, the way he says. Things are great. Crime is down. Yeah? Well, not for this one individual. Crime wasn't down. Okay? But leave it up to the left to come and just gaslight everybody, making it seem like everything is hunky-dory, everything is fine. And yet, it's getting to the point that cops are being attacked. Brutally attacked. Okay? And by who? Yeah, you guessed it. Repeat offenders. Check this out.
Tonight, the family of a Chicago police officer tells us he's lucky to be alive after being attacked by several suspects in McKinley Park. Officer Kevin Mangan has a long recovery road ahead because of the injuries he suffered. In an interview you'll see only on CBS News Chicago tonight, his family tells our Jermon Terry what happened. Jermon is live at Chicago Police Headquarters now.
Erica, tonight, two people, both a man and woman, are in custody. Charges are pending for beating this Chicago police officer. The attack so bad, the cop's teeth were knocked out. But the officer's family insisting he was targeted simply because he wore the uniform. Tuesday night, near 37th and Marshfield, just off Ashland, this frantic call hit police radio.
10-1 EMS for a police officer.
The officer needing medical attention, Officer Kevin Mangan, after police say he was attacked on the job. The officer's mother received a call telling her
that he was assaulted and in a fight, but it was really bad.
Officer Mangan, according to family, was first sucker punched by a man wearing brass knuckles.
Kevin was writing a ticket and he had brass knuckles. So he was arrested with brass knuckles. He had brass knuckles. And I'm pretty sure brass knuckles are illegal in every state.
Yet the family says when the 29-year-old...
Well, let me just clear that up. They're not illegal in every state. Like in Florida, you can carry brass knuckles if you have your concealed carry permit. But, I mean, not trying to jump on her.
The officer was hit with those brass knuckles. Those blows left his mouth badly damaged.
He had missing teeth and they were embedded in the roof of his mouth.
And his face is swollen, so it was all mostly facial injuries.
Chicago police tell us the officer responded because 3 people pulled up and blocked an ambulance from leaving a separate scene in McKinley Park. When Officer Mangan started writing that ticket, police say one woman started banging on his squad car. Then another man and woman started attacking him with those brass knuckles.
All that takes is one punch. I mean, you could kill somebody. He's lucky that he's alive.
Since the attackers were not part of the original call, the family insisting their loved one was targeted simply because he wears the badge. Listen to what they say the man yelled during the attack.
A bunch of expletives and how much he beats up POs, and he likes to beat up POs.
The family says the lack of respect law enforcement faces daily is growing, and the message must be sent.
To me, this is attempted murder. And I hope that that's what he gets charged with.
Now, police say the investigation is ongoing. As for Officer Mangan, he cannot chew any solid foods for several months and will be off work even longer. Live.
All right, the police won't say nothing, but I got the second news clip, okay, that describes these people and exactly what they're all about, okay? But if you listen to the story of what happened, there was an ambulance that was trying to leave a call or something like that, and it was blocked by another car. He gets out, the police officer goes to give that driver a ticket, and not only does he get attacked by one person, two other people decide to join in, okay, and wind up doing the damage that they did to that man. Only, again, like I say, only Democrat and liberal policies in these sanctuary states can people like this get away with what they're doing. Why? Because it's the left is always saying, down with the police. We need to abolish the police. Don't let the police do this. Don't let the police do that. Who does that? People on the left. Okay? And the problem with this is that the people that attacked them, the guy and the girl that attacked them, okay, they're brother and sister, and they've been arrested before. For what? Physical attacks on cops. But were they in prison? Were they kept in prison? No, they were released. I'll show you the next video clip. Here we go.
Off with that injured officer. Joni Lum joins us live from the southwest side to get into what exactly happened and the rap sheet of that suspect. Joni.
Hi, Leslie. Both suspects have violent histories and criminal arrest records. One reportedly bragged that he beats up police officers. That officer is hospitalized after being punched in the face repeatedly. He apparently has a long road of recovery ahead. 33-year-old Michael Sofer is charged with 3 felonies, causing great bodily harm to a peace officer, possession of a weapon, and violating the sex offender registry. He reportedly has 5 prior arrests, one for assaulting a 5-year-old.
Okay, that little bit right there that you heard. The felonies, the arrests, assaulting children, whatever the case is. It's like, why is this man out in the street? Why is he walking out on the street? And his sister, this is his sister, the same thing. These two have a criminal record. Why are they roaming the streets causing havoc? Because of Democrat liberal policies. They let out the criminals just so they can they can spill and spread the blood of the innocent. Okay? I mean, it's so aggravating that it's like, to have the mayor and the governor come out and tell everybody, we don't want President Trump here, we don't want ICE here, we don't want the police going out there and just harassing people, whatever the case is, but yet you have criminals out there killing innocent people, beating up on cops, and then you have the nerve, you have the gall to get on camera and say that things are great in Chicago, things are great in Illinois. And the story, I don't want to say the hits keep coming because that's not right to say it like that. Not trying to sound insensitive, but the stories just keep coming and coming and coming. If it ain't every day, it's every week. But it's just non-stop with these Democrat liberal policies, man.
Year-old Monica Mejia is charged with 2 felonies and an attempt to damage a police car. The attack happened in McKinley Park. Officer Kevin Mangan had responded to a separate call and was clearing the way for an approaching ambulance when Sofer allegedly attacked him with brass knuckles, knocking out the officer's teeth. The 16-page police report says that the violence caused facial trauma and disfigurement. Family, friends, and law enforcement attended the hearing to send a message to the court. The officer's mother said it was difficult, but she had to.
This is pure agony for me. I feel really happy that justice for once was served with these 2 career criminals and that they were detained and not let out on electronic monitoring.
The gentleman that punched Kevin so violently is a 5-time felon. His sister, his co-defendant, has a history of attacking law enforcement, and yet both were walking around free as if they don't have a care in the world.
And that's because of Brandon Johnson and Pritzker catering to the criminals. This guy right here, I believe he's one of the aldermen in Chicago. Okay, and I will give him some credit. He's always on the side of the civilians and trying to do something to keep criminals locked up. But when you have a mayor like Brandon Johnson, you got a fat-ass, weak governor, and you know what? He's not even weak, the governor. He knows what he's doing. Okay, in my eyes, he's nothing but a damn gangster. That's all he is. Okay? They're siding with the criminals. They're letting things go down. They don't care about the innocent people. They really don't. But they'll go and get upset, like I said, once again, when President Trump wants to send ICE into Chicago to pick up illegal criminals, illegal migrant criminals. Nope, can't do that. But we have it under control. I haven't even seen the news footage of Brandon Johnson and Pritzker speaking out about this incident. Maybe you have. If you have, leave it in the comments. But I haven't. Okay? But these two people have a record. Just the dude alone. With 3, how do you walk the streets with 3 felonies? Whatever happens to 3 strikes, you're out. And you wonder why so many people are so upset with Democrat and liberal political leaders. Because you do nothing to protect innocent people. You let the criminals go out there, carte blanche, do whatever they want, and then when the blood is shed, then you want to go and do something. Well, it's too late. The damage is done. Not like the damage wasn't done before. Just with the 5-year-old that they're saying that the guy, I think they said he harassed him or whatever the case is. It's like, you know, the guy should have been behind bars. Maybe if he was behind bars, maybe his sister wouldn't be out there causing trouble. Or maybe she would, who knows? Or maybe if both of them were behind bars, this wouldn't have happened. But nope. They got to let out the criminals because you know what? They're human. Where's the humanity if you keep them behind bars? Yeah, what you're doing, you're waiting to shed the blood in order to please your overlord. That's what it is.
And Sofer is listed as a non-compliant sex offender. Officer Mangan's mother said she is always worried about her son's safety. She sleeps with her cell phone on her. But she says he loves his job and he is likely to want to return to patrol. Reporting live at the Layton Criminal Courthouse, Joni Lum, Fox Chicago.
And you know what? I can't knock the man. If he loves his job, he wants to go back out. I mean, that's all on him. More power to him. God bless him. But my thing is this, okay? It's like you put your life on the line. You were doing just a simple task, and somebody's just gonna go sucker punch you, attack you. I mean, just ruin you, ruin your face, your teeth, whatever the case is. And it's noble of him to come out and say that he loves his job. He's gonna go back out there into the street when he gets better and do his job. That's all fine and good. But it's like, when are the people going to stand up against the tyrants that are running Chicago? Okay? Because you can have all the noble policemen out there. But in my opinion, what good is it if you got all these crooked politicians? And again, like I said, I have not seen Pritzker or Brandon Johnson speak out about this, and it makes you wonder. Who do they really care about? Do they care about the police officers? Do they care about the innocent victims? Or do they care about the criminals? From what I'm seeing, they care more for the criminals. They care more to see the chaos out in the streets. Those two people should have been behind bars. If not, the dude should have been behind bars. Just for the child, whatever it was, molestation case, whatever it is, just for that alone, he should have been behind bars. And once again, you have to ask the question, why weren't they? Another thing nobody's talking about. Why were they let loose? Who was the judge that let him loose? Why did they let him loose? Why did they let him loose? 3-time felon. 3-time felon. And yet Brandon Johnson and Pritzker going to say, oh, the Chicago's the safest and the best upcoming city, state in America. Really? If the police are in danger, what does that say about the innocent people? What does that say about the civilians? And you want people to believe your dog whistle? Your gaslighting? Talking about the things are getting better in Chicago? Really? Well, this one story, sorry, I beg to differ on that. If you ask me, it's getting worse. But, nope. Nothing to see here, not in the blue states. No protest in the first story that I showed you. No protest in the second story that I showed you. And no protest in this story that I showed you. No protest from the left. Meanwhile, if you look at the first story, okay, look at the second one, look at the third, what do you see? 3 victims, all different people, different races. The victims, all different races. Where are the protests for them? You people on the left always talk about the marginalized, the black, the Hispanic, and this and that. I just showed you 3 stories. Different victims, different races. Not one protest. Why? Because you don't care. That's why. Only if it fits your narrative you care. It's disgusting, people. It really is. But they won't talk about it, and when you try to bring it up, what do they say? Oh, you're stoking racism. You're a bigot. Okay? You're not on the right side of history. You're just MAGA. No, maybe I'm a person that's sick and tired of all the crime, and I'm sick and tired of all you people on the left always blowing that dog whistle, making everybody go against each other, and yet when you have real victims from different walks of life, different racial backgrounds that have been victimized because of your failed policies, it's crickets from you people. But if you put the shoe on the other foot, you turn the script, right away you want to go out there and have protests all throughout America. Okay? All throughout America. And for what? For nothing. If it doesn't fit your agenda, you don't care. And in reality, the way I feel, you just don't care, period, anyway. You just don't, and you know you don't. But anyway, that's what I got for you. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, pass the channel around. And if you can help support the channel, there's a link in my description to my Cash App and my merch store. So remember, people, stay vigilant. Keep praying for each other. Keep praying for the women and the children. Pray for this country. Pray for your enemies. Pray for President Trump. And don't forget to pray for all the missing children. Peace.